Assalamu alaikum dear students. In this video we will discuss the textual questions of the short story Gulliver in Lilliput part first, page number 11, 12, 13 and 14. Textual questions and language work of this story will be discussed in this video. आप अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक अपने पास रखिए. मैंने उनके आंसर्स लिखे हैं. सिर्फ क्वेश्चंस आप अपने टेक्स्ट बुक से लिखोगे at page number 11. First of all, we will discuss the textual questions of this lesson at page number 11. Why did Dresser visit Gulliver? Dresser visited Gulliver to have a private conversation with him, as he had been sent by the emperor to discuss with him some important problems of the state. Now, question number 2. How did Gulliver receive Dresser? Gulliver received Dresser with honor and offered to lie down so that he could conveniently speak to him. But Dresser preferred to be in his hand during their conversation. Question number 3 of the lesson. What were the two political parties in Lilliput? What was their difference? The two political parties in Lilliput were high heels and low heels. Their difference was the high or low heels of their shoes. Now, question number 4 of the lesson. Why was the government in the hands of the low heels, though they were less numerous than the high heels? The government was in the hands of low heels, though they were less in number than the high heels, as the emperor was in favor of the low heels. Question number 5. What was the external danger that a country had to face? The external danger that the country had to face was the threat of invasion from another empire, Bifesco. Question number 6. Why was the question of religious principle? What was the question of religious principle that gave rise to the war between Lilliput and Bifesco? The question of religious principle that gave rise to the war between Lilliput and Bifesco was whether one should break an egg at the bigger end or at the smaller end. इसी पर झगड़ा हुआ था. Now page number question number 7. Why was the ancient way of breaking an egg prohibited in Lilliput? इसको क्यों मना किया गया? The ancient way of breaking an egg at the bigger end was prohibited in Lilliput, as the present emperor's grandfather, when he was a boy, happened to cut one of his fingers when breaking an egg at the bigger end. Question number 8 of this lesson. How did the people take the new law? They opposed it. Question number 8. The people opposed the law bitterly. There were frequent rebellions on account of it. One emperor lost his life and another his crown in these rebellions. Question number 9. What was the emperor of Bifesco's part in the internal troubles of Lilliput? The people, many rebels from Lilliput, question number 9 है ये, many rebels from Lilliput escaped to Bifesco, and the emperor of Bifesco gave them his sympathy and encouragement, and thus interfered in the internal affairs of Lilliput. Now we have question number 10 of this lesson. What was the teaching of their ancient religion about the right way of breaking eggs? The teaching of their ancient religion about the right way of breaking eggs was, all believers, this is quoted, actual quote, all believers shall break their eggs at the convenient end. जिस साइड से उनको अच्छा लगे, उन्हें आसानी हो, उसी साइड से वो एक एग को तोड़े. Question number 11. What in Dresser's opinion was the meaning of teaching? In Aurelius' opinion, the meaning of the teaching was that each man can decide according to his conscience whether to break an egg at the bigger or smaller end. Question number 12, जो last question है, what did Gulliver promise to do for the emperor? Gulliver promised to defend the honor of the country and honor of the emperor. These were the answers of 12 textual questions at page number 11. Now the language work at page number 12 जो है फर्स्ट आपको लिखने है जो आप अपनी टेक्स्ट बुक बिल्कुल अपने पास रखिए. फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन जो है लैंग्वेज वर्क का, यूज द फॉलोइंग फ्रेजेस इन योर ओन सेंटेंसेस. आपको इन फ्रेजेस के सेंटेंस बनाने हैं. पहला फ्रेज जो है वेट अपॉन, कैरी आउट, अटेंड ऑन, डिपेंड ऑन, डिस्कस विद, एंगेज इन, एंगेज विद, चार्ज विद, प्रेफर टू, ऑन अकाउंट ऑफ. मैंने उनके सेंटेंस बनाए हैं यहाँ. वेट अपॉन, शी वेटेड अपॉन हर हस्बैंड फॉर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. Carry out means perform, कोई चीज़ कोई काम करना. He ordered, he carried out my order, sorry. Then we have attend on. The king had 7 servants to attend on him. Depend on, किसी पर depend करना. He cannot depend on this anymore. Discuss with, किसी से बातचीत करना. I will discuss this matter with him. Engage in, he is engaged in criminal activities. Engage with, मशगूल रहना किसी चीज़ में. He remained engaged with him for a long time. Charged with, इल्ज़ाम लगाना. He was charged with a murder. Then we have another one that is preferred to. They preferred death to dishonor. On account of his hard work, he got first position. Now B part of the question, give the adjectives of the following nouns. Actually ये noun है, आपको पहले उनके adjectives बनाने हैं. Adjective आपको मालूम है, noun भी आपको मालूम है, and use them in your own sentences. For example, पहला है attention, तवज्जो. Attend to, जो तवज्जो देता हो, ये किसी का सिफत है, ये adjective है. Attentive, he is very attentive. Then the second one is basic. This is one of the basic things for this project. Then we have convenience, और उसका जो है convenient. It is very convenient place and time to speak to him. Then we have empire, इसका आएगा imperial. They are fighting against imperial rule. Now the next one is majesty. इसका आएगा majestic. I was surprised to see the majestic view of this building, of this mountain. आप लिख सकते हो. Honor, honorable. Our honorable principal is very punctual. Opposition, opposite. Opposite. They are on opposite side. Religion, religious. He's a religious man. Sympathy, sympathetic. Our teacher is very sympathetic. Then we have invasion, invasive. Invasion, invasive. Cancer cells destroyed him. Now part C of the lesson, use the following words as nouns and verbs in your own sentences. आपको दो sentences बनाए हैं. एक तो noun बना as noun as verb. Word तो एक ही है. For example, charge है, इसी को आपको as noun इस्तेमाल करना है, as verb इस्तेमाल करना है. Charge, noun, n जो मैंने ब्रैकेट में लिखा है, this noun, verb मैंने लिखा है v. For example, charge. His charges are very reasonable. Charge as verb. He was charged with murder. Converse, बातचीत. They hold converse opinions in this matter. Converse means बातचीत करना, she said. Conversing with her friend. Divide. There is a big divide between them. Divide as verb. Divide the class into two small groups. Honor. They fought for the honor. He was well honored at the event. Then we have another one, principle. This book teaches us basic principles, usul जिनको हम कहते हैं. But principle as verb, ये as verb इस्तेमाल नहीं होता है. And then we have rebel. he has always been a bit of a rebel. He's a rebel भी हम लिख सकते हैं simply. A rebel, they finally rebelled against him. Report, he presented a report regarding Rhodes. Report as verb, he reported how he reacted. These were the language work, one part A, B, C, and part D of this language work, जो आपके इंग्लिश में ही लिखा गया है. मैंने उसी पर ये आंसर्स लिखे हैं. एट पेज नंबर 13 पर है. फाइंड फ्रॉम द लेसन वर्ड्स और फ्रेजेस विच मीन द फॉलोइंग. वन वर्ड सब्स्टिट्यूशन जिनको हम कहते हैं, आपको फ्रेज लिखनी है या वर्ड लिखना है जो उनका माने है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, वेट अपॉन ए पर्सन एंड कैरी आउट हिज ऑर्डर्स. किसी की खिदमत करना, किसी का इंतज़ार करना, उसको हम अटेंड कहते हैं. टू वॉक टुगेदर, to talk together about something, consider a question or problem carefully, इसको हम conversation कहते हैं. A difficult question, matter that needs a solution, problem. Fourth one, like something better, prefer, इसको हम कहते हैं. These are section 1 para first में है ये 4 lines. Now first one again, say something more, add, base, because of, on account of. Coming from the outside, having to do with the outside, this is external. Then again, first one, separate into groups or parties, cut into parts, इसको हम divide into कहते हैं, या divide हम simply लिख सकते हैं. The back part of one's foot, the part of one's shoe that touches the back part of one's foot, this is heel. दोनों को हम हील भी कहते हैं. जूते के हिस्से को भी हम हील कहते हैं, पाँव को के लास्ट हिस्से को भी हम हील कहते हैं. अ फ्रेज डिपेंडिंग ऑन, अकॉर्डिंग टू, इसका माने है. बी अ मार्क ऑफ डिफरेंस, हेल्प टू टेल वन थिंग फ्रॉम अनदर, डिस्टिंग्विश इसका आएगा. स्टैंड और फाइट अगेंस्ट, बी अगेंस्ट इसको अपोज आएगा. वन हु बिलोंग्स टू ए ग्रुप और पार्टी मेंबर. अ फ्रेज ऑन द साइड ऑफ गिविंग सपोर्ट टू, इन फेवर ऑफ. Then again, first one, an area, a part of the world, this is region. A custom, the way a thing is generally done, this is practice. Make known to the public, इसको publish कहते हैं. Command people not to do something, मना करना, इसको prohibit कहते हैं. Take part in other people's affairs and cause them difficulty, interfere, इसको हम कहते हैं. Say that a person has done wrong, इसको हम accuse कहते हैं. Give courage or help, इसको हम encourage कहते हैं. Bring news, come and see, इसको हम report कहते हैं. Now the last two ones at page number 14. Keep away from, इसको हम avoid कहते हैं. Second one, a truth or rule, for example of religion, इसको हम teaching कहते हैं. These were these language work of this short story Gulliver in Lilliput. अब इसका एक जो है writing work है, इसमें एक explain how war broke out between the empires of Befesco and Lilliput. इसका आंसर भी मैंने लिखा है यहाँ, आप इसको अपनी नोटबुक पर लिखिए. ये है इसका आंसर. In Empire Lilliput, there was an old religious practice of breaking the egg at the bigger end, but the present emperor's grandfather happened to cut one of his fingers while breaking an egg at the bigger end. So the emperor ordered prohibiting the practice of breaking eggs at the bigger end. People opposed this new law, and there were frequent rebellions on account of it. Thousands of people died, and some rebellions escaped to another empire, Befesco. The emperor of Befesco showed his sympathy with them and also encouraged them. Thus, he started interfering in the internal affairs of Lilliput. He frequently charged the Lilliputian emperor with causing a division in religion. He began to plan an invasion on Lilliput, and thus a war broke out between these two empires. This was all about this lesson, Gulliver in Lilliput, part first. In next video, we will discuss it as part 2 at page number 14 and 15. Till that, goodbye.